What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Let Me Be Frank, a podcast about movies. I am your host, Frank, and today we are talking the Netflix original Don't Move, which sits at a delicious runtime of 1 hour and 33 minutes because as adults, we got other things to do. But, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into this film, I would like to thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me your time. I much appreciate every single time you click on anything that I put out. But while you're here, go ahead and click the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know anytime I drop anything, which is going to be a lot. With that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's get to the review. So the basic plot of this film is that a woman named Iris is dealing with an immense amount of grief due to the loss of her son during a hiking accident. Now, when you look at the place they went to go hiking, why the hell would you take a kid here? Because it seemed like a trek for her to get there, let alone somebody who looks like 5 or 6. My kids don't even like walking to the mailbox. They don't even like walking to the pool, somewhere fun. They didn't like walking around Six Flags. That kid did not enjoy that walk. Anyway, they end up losing the kid tragically. She's stricken with grief, so she returns to that spot to take her own life. But right before she's able to do it, she's talked literally off the ledge by a man named Richard with his own tale of how he lost his child. So they connect very quickly, and she decides to give life one more day. Except Richard then abducts her while she's trying to get into her car. Yeah, out of the frying pan and into the hands of a psychopath. He then gives her an injection which will slowly start to shut her body down in about 20 minutes. And he says that's to, and this is a quote, make things easier for both of us. That is probably the creepiest, disgustingest thing. I know that's not a word. It's one of the most disgusting things I've heard in a movie this year. So, the rest of the film is just about her fight for survival. Now, what I will tell you about this movie is that it does not pull any punches. This movie starts fast and it keeps going all the way to the end. I really like this movie. So, first of all, the initial plot that I just told you about, absolutely diabolical. You find someone who's about to end their own life, you save them only to then kidnap them with the intention of killing them. Like, just think about that mentality. And luckily for us, Iris also thought of that. The music, so the music in this film really helped drive that isolated feeling that you're gonna get. See, me, I don't do anybody's woods, but they are like deep in the woods. Deep. Like, you're gonna find bears and like maybe one person. That's how far in they are. As her body starts to slowly shut down, she's trying to keep going, knowing that her very life depends on her ability to get somewhere that's relatively safe. Because, mind you, just because she gets away from him doesn't mean that the elements won't get to her then paralyzed body. There is a lot of heavy breathing in this film as her body starts to shut down. Now, if you've seen a movie like The Descent, where there's very tight spaces and you can just hear people's lungs not being able to expand fully, you're going to get a lot of that in this one. As her body slowly shuts down and as she's attempting to make her escape. This movie, so there is going to be this little mid-movie twist that's going to excite everyone and it adds to the drama. This movie is really about time. It boils down to just time and the will to survive and hoping that everything that you need to work out works out. I'm giving this movie an 8 out of 10. I know I'm probably jumping the gun on the rating, but this movie was really good. I highly encourage you to go out and see this. It's on Netflix right now. I understand Netflix has given us awful films like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I have not forgotten. Netflix, don't do that again. But ladies and gentlemen, I highly encourage you to go out and watch this film. And that is going to be it for this one. I really don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil the movie for you. Go and watch it. Maybe I'll do a long form content one day. Until then, stay up, y'all.